The Leafs road trip that kicked off with a very impressive victory last night against the Avalanche in Colorado has moved into the state of Utah. And the puck is dropped and we are underway, and we're glad that you're along with us. Riley plays it into the corner. Carlo got drilled but got the puck up on the wall. Domi banks it back to the blue line. OEL with a shot. Oh, that took a wicked bounce and went just wide. Better start, it seems, than they had with the high altitude last night as the Mammoth get it down into the Toronto zone. Pass to the left wing side, in on goal. Toe save. Big rebound in front. 𝐏𝐫𝐴 scrambling. Two guys down in the crease with him. Blocked the shot. To the left wing side. Mammoth again, a one-timer, and they score. Michael Carcone opens the scoring. Me and my big mouth.
Leafs looked like they were going to dodge the bullet. Utah had an open net, but Austin Matthews was one of the Leafs that got in the lane to block it.
Now the Mammoth keeping it in at the point. Shot goes wide and get wrapped around the tip. Comes in front of the goal. Good save made there by 𝐏𝐫𝐴 as it goes into the corner. Plays it back to the point. Another shot coming. Gloved this time by 𝐏𝐫𝐴. Gunther trying to get it back for the shot. That was blocked. Rebound again into the slot, and now closing in. And a shot was whistled wide by Nate Schmidt. Cleared back of the net, though, and here is Gunther with it again. Trying to come out in front, and a shot was blocked. And, of course, there's a whistle and probably a penalty, is there?
Yep.
Still in there. Battling for it is Benoit. It comes out in front of the net. The Leafs snap it back. And there's a penalty, I believe, going here to the Mammoth. Now to Matthews. Matthews to Michelli. Michelli down the boards again. Back to Matthews in the slot. To OEL, a shot. And that was kicked away by Vejmelka. Down low and coming out in front of the goal. Tavares. They bang away at it. And Vejmelka, in a maze of legs, is able to find the rondelle. Kept alive there on the far wing by Cowan, but now brought out by Gunther in, and Riley got back to tangle with him. Gunther still has it, tries to play into the corner, coming out with a jam play. Puck goes free, and the puck comes back to the point again, and a shot coming, and that was blocked in front of the net. Played around back of the net, off a stick into the corner. Mammoth come around back of the goal, center in front, and a shot is swallowed up by goaltender Dennis 𝐏𝐫𝐴. 6:52 to go, and the play has been down in the Leaf end most of the period. DeSimone is shot, and that is stopped, and now we get Oliver Ekman-Larsson involved in a fight.
I think Utah might have been taking the first penalty, Joe, on a cross check.
Barrett Hayton.
Yeah, to the face of Oliver Ekman-Larsson, and that's why Ekman-Larsson responded. We shall see if it's going to be evened out or not, but the referee's arm was up. Minors.
Penalty 27, double minor 4 minutes for roughing. Toronto penalty 95, 2 minutes for roughing.
And Cowan comes through neutral ice. In on the right side, it goes for Knies. Knies around back of that, centered in front. Cowan got a pretty good whack at it. Brought it to the line, just onside. O'Brien.
Boy, it's going to be, Benoit is going to get a tripping penalty here now.
And we got some more shoving going on.
I think that Benoit tries to go shoulder to shoulder.
Whoa, he just missed him.
Yeah.
And face off again, won by the Mammoth, and a shot blocked and cleared. Plays it back to the point on the near side into the slot. Back it comes on the near wing. A shot taken there, blocked and smothered. The puck goes into the net. The fans are celebrating, but the whistle had gone.
Yeah, they're going to say that Dennis 𝐏𝐿DEBY had this covered.
Defender, but the puck is wedged up against the boards in the near corner. Domi gets it out, tries to get it in front, and a wrist shot goes off of a stick and high over top of the net. Carcone tries to play it around back of the net, but it was cut off, and Nylander is out with a long lead pass. Breakaway, Tavares in! Gloved by Vejmelka. Played it back onto the slot area. That was blocked. It comes into the slot now. Gunther, a shot that was wide. chopped that to the line, but not out. Kept in by the Mammoth, and a shot stopped there on the short side. 2 good saves made by goaltender Dennis Hildeby. For Oliver Ekman-Larsson to McCabe, back for Cowan, in with a wrist shot, and he drilled it right into the chest of the woolly Mammoth. Leafs in over the line. Cowan missed a hit, got it into the slot area. Here's Nyes stepping in, got a shot away, was blocked. Rebound is shot, that's blocked. The rebound is in front of the goal. Puck in the Utah zone, pushed out at center ice. Gunter in on the left wing with a shot that caromed off of the...
Well, they're saying it's in.
Oh, wow, that came out of the net awfully fast.
Boy, it was short side. I thought it might have caught the post. But I think they're saying it went post, back bar, and out, and second goal of the game.
Played around the boards by Hildeby, but it is maintained and now played off on the near wing. Oh, and a nice deflection in front by 𝐷. Back to the goal. It'll come to the point. Kept alive by Riley. Then he had it knocked off his stick, and now here the Mammoth coming to center ice and across the line is McBain trying to go to the net. They score! Gunter gets his second goal of the period. And it is 3-0 Utah.
It starts. Morgan Riley jumped down into the play, lost the puck. They come back, and then Brandon Carlo Joe falls.
Carlo lost it. The puck wrapped around in front of the goal, and Hildeby has to cover up on it. Played ahead by Toronto. Breaking in on goal is Matthews. Going to be a penalty. Is there going to be a penalty shot? No, it's a hook. Cowan was able to keep it in momentarily, but now Utah, a 2-on-1 break. Here's Krause trying to go to the net, and the shot is deflected wide. Finds his defense partner, and it is played out at center and down into the Leaf zone and right on goal. And goaltender Hildeby will handle that. Back of the net is Booth. He'll get it off on the far wing. Down in with a shot. Scores! Off the wing, and it's 4-0 as Peterka let it go. Boot was right in front of the net.
I don't know if this goes off Troy Stetcher again, but this was simply just a wrist shot from the boards that found its way in from the right wing side. Stetcher was in front of the net. This after the Leafs again have control of the puck in their own zone, can't get it out.
Cuts to the middle of the ice, drops the puck for Domi. Domi centering into the goal crease area, no one home. Rebound kept in, though, by the Leafs to the far boards. And now we've got a whistle.
Jersey is shaken up. I don't know, is he cut? Oh, I see. He was actually falling.
Yeah, a collision with Matthews. Achelli to the line and in. Onto the wing for Domi. Domi trying to go to the front of the goal. And Velmelka slides across to thwart Matthews, who is on the near post. Sends it right back in on the wing. Trying to drive the net was Peterka. He was drilled there by Benoit. And we'll get an opportunity to practice. Nylander gives the puck away, and it's brought in the other way now on a backhand.
Wipe out
on a goal.
On the third Utah goal.
Big collision there, knocking down Peterka. The puck in the Toronto end. And a point shot is drilled into the equipment of Dennis Hildeby. And he will hold on. And now we've got Lawton and O'Brien. Järnkrok forces things back to the goal. Tanev getting it up on the wing, but Oliver Ekman-Larsson will get there first. And a shot scores! Järnkrok got a shot away. And talk about being one of your great pitchers. He's now 6-0.
We said another comparison to a year ago as Järnkrok scored his first goal of the season in Utah.
𝐏𝐸-𝐸 sending it wide of the net. Lawton trying to center. It's goes to Lorenz. That was handled fairly easily, and the Maple Leafs have it now in center ice. To Matthews, breaking in on goal, backhand. Good save made by Vejmelka. Puck in the near corner. Michelli unable to get to it cleanly. Does now. Michelli to Matthews, a shot, hit the goal post. Cowan couldn't help him out, and out come the Mammoth with a drop pass there from Carcone, and a shot in on goal is stopped by 𝐏𝐫𝐸. But they get it up on the wing, and it is lifted by McBain to center and down into the Leaf end. It's not enough for icing. Here's a chance from a sharp angle, and they score. Gunther got it in front of the net. And Carlo couldn't get in front to do much damage, and McBain, I think, is going to get credit for the goal. Jams it up against the wall. It comes out in front of the net. They bang away at it. The puck is still free. Tanev is trying to get it in front of the net. And here's
Liam
O'Brien again. And another 5 minutes and 18 seconds. They keep the puck into the slot area. A drop pass on the left wing, and a backhand that was gloved and knocked down by 𝐏𝐿DeBee. Kept alive on the near side. Keller trying to set it in front, and that deflected just wide of the net. And it is played up on the wing, but not out. Another point shot. 𝐏𝐿DeBee swats that into the corner. McCabe with it again. Got away from one forechecker, then lost the puck. It comes right in front of the net all alone. And a shot taken there by Hayton was deflected wide by 𝐏𝐿DeBee. But there's another shot, and they'll score. This all comes from Riley and McCabe just haphazardly playing catch with the puck in their own end. And it is a 6-1 Utah lead. And the Mammoth flipping it right back down into the Toronto end. Last hit, and a pretty good one thrown by Liam O'Brien. Boy, that would send things off a little bit. They don't play Utah again, but you're up 6-1 with about 20 seconds left, and O'Brien takes a healthy run.